name's Zipkin. I'm 16 years old and I started learning to fly about 2 years ago. My family are all pilots, got involved with flying through that, and I really started working on trying to get more young people involved in aviation, which is kind of a long-standing demographic issue in our world. I wasn't always convinced that there was a bunch of other young people that were interested in this to begin with, and then about 3 years ago I went to a youth gliding camp, where it's a summer camp where young people like me learn how to fly gliders, airplanes without engines, and I met about a dozen other young people just like me who were really into this kind of thing, and that really showed me that there was a solid base where we could build up bigger and better and stronger for our community. The way that Young Pilots USA, my organization, is structured is through a network of chapters that are run by and for young people who fly. They're usually smaller scale. There's actually one headquartered right here at Goodspeed, and they do stuff like just kind of hang out in hangars like these and talk about airplanes. Sometimes bigger, more active chapters, they'll go out and fly together, and those activities and events are a really robust way for us to on a smaller scale get more young people involved. But right now, what we call the National Young Pilots USA organization, which has chapters in over a dozen states now, and we do all kinds of different work to get more young people involved. The advice that I'd offer to other young people looking to get involved in aviation is just go to your local flight school. There's one here at Goodspeed, there's one at many larger airports, and just go up and ask and say, hey, could I get what's called an intro flight? And they'll take you up for 45 minutes or an hour and show you all kinds of different stuff about flying. And I think really what makes aviation so unique is that it offers a really cool perspective on the world. It can be a really useful tool for personal travel if that's what you choose to use it for, and it can be a really neat challenge if you're looking for something new to the next step in your life. But more than anything else, it can offer you a really neat both physical perspective, looking down on the world through the clouds. There's really nothing else like it. But also the process of learning how to fly and flying can bring a lot of really valuable things to other things in your life. Goodspeed, you can see behind me, it might be out of frame, but you've got the paved runway right here, but just over there to my left is the Connecticut River. And that allows us here to pursue two different kinds of flying. Land plane flying, just off of a normal runway, just like a commercial airliner, and also seaplane flying, which is very common in other parts of the country, like up in northern Minnesota, in Maine, in Alaska, and in Florida. But in southern New England, where we are here in Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, that whole area, this is actually the only public access seaplane base in southern New England. It's really unique in that sense, and it's one of the only places where you can actually get seaplane instruction and learn how to fly a seaplane. So that is, and having the real paved airport next to the seaplane base makes it for a really unique setting. Since the new owners acquired the Goodspeed Airport back in November of last year, we've really seen, just anecdotally, a great increase in the activity and interest in the airport as, our organization, in collaboration with a couple others, as well as the partnership that owns the airport, are trying to make the airport more accessible to the community and make it really someplace where people can feel they can come here and experience a really unique part of society in flying. On Saturday, August 21st, we're going to have the Goodspeed Fly-In down here at the Goodspeed Airport in East Haddam. General admission for the public is going to open up at 8 in the morning, and we'll have airplanes here on display, flying, all kinds of neat stuff to see. We'll have a food truck here and a bonfire in the evening. It's going to be a really nice casual way for the community and pilots to interact and show off their airplanes and show off their flying.